always thought I had a good understanding of what loyalty meant. My name is Derek, and I had spent years building what I thought was a life I could be proud of with Emma, the woman I envisioned sharing my future with. Our relationship had its ups and downs, sure, but I never imagined that one day I would find myself sitting on the edge of my bed, scrolling through my phone and seeing a picture that would shatter my world into pieces. It started on a seemingly normal morning. Emma had told me she was going to visit her family for a week, a much-needed break from the monotony we had been feeling in our lives. I was a little hesitant since we had recently hit a rough patch, but I figured some time apart could do us good. What I didn't know was that while I was trying to work through my feelings, she was busy tearing our lives apart. A few days into her trip, I ran some errands downtown. It was a bright, sunny afternoon when I decided to grab a bite to eat at a small, cozy restaurant with outdoor seating. I sat at my table enjoying the warm breeze and savoring a plate of pasta. Just as I was finishing up, I glanced over to the patio next door. My fork dropped. There she was, laughing and smiling. My heart raced as I instinctively pulled out my phone to capture the moment. The guy sitting across from her was unmistakable, her ex, a man I had always had an uneasy feeling about. I snapped picture after picture, each click of the camera feeling like a knife twisting in my gut. How could she betray me like this? I didn't understand then, but I knew I had to act. As soon as I got home, the weight of what I had discovered settled heavy on my chest, but I was determined to keep my cool. I was on a month-to-month lease, and Emma wasn't listed on it, which meant I could make my move without facing any legal complications. With a clear plan in mind, I wrote my notice and began searching for a new place. A fresh start awaited just on the other side of the horizon. In the weeks to come, I maintained a facade of normalcy. I suggested couples therapy, but never pressed her too hard, dropping hints here and there about needing space. She often stayed out late, claiming she was with friends, and I simply nodded, letting her believe I was oblivious to the truth. Inside, I was processing the betrayal, preparing for my next steps. My landlord was a great guy who respected what I was going through. He agreed to keep quiet about my plans, allowing me to show potential new tenants the apartment whenever Emma was at work or likely out with her romantic interest. It felt almost poetic to catch her in such a web of confusion, knowing that I was slowly regaining control of my life. On moving day, with a hired crew ready to pack my things, I felt a strange sense of calm wash over me. What had once felt like a painful betrayal was now an opportunity for liberation. I was ready to take back what was mine. When Emma finally returned home, the look of surprise on her face as the boxes piled high made my heart race. Her confusion transformed to indignation as she demanded to know what was going on. I calmly laid out all the evidence, the pictures I had taken, capturing not just her moment with her ex, but proof of her deceit. "Surprise," I said, a wry smile crossing my lips as her face drained of color. My landlord stepped forward, arms crossed. "You have until midnight to get your things out. I have new tenants moving in 2 days." Emma's eyes widened as panic set in. I could see her gears turning, searching for a way out, but the reality was that it was too late. With one final photo that would capture the moment forever, I watched as she scrambled to gather her clothes and belongings, a mixture of disbelief and frustration washing over her face. Deep down, I felt lighter. A weight lifted from my shoulders as I prepared to close that chapter of my life for good. She once held my heart, but now that heart was fiercely guarded, and I was determined to start anew without the shadows of betrayal haunting me. Emma had made her choice, and I had crafted my own fate in response. As I drove away, the sun setting behind me, I could finally breathe deeply, and it felt like freedom.